Hey there, me again. Let's see if I can record this before the wind kicks up again. We've had our share of Nebraska hurricanes this winter and they don't seem to be slowing down. So, anyway, I'm going to try this without the sunglasses on this time, but I don't know. I hate those LED lights, just irk me. Since that last video, where I announced the release of the Climate Czar server software, for greenhouse monitoring and monitoring indoor grow operations or whatever else you want to use it for. I've gotten a lot of questions from the website. Not just how to set it up, install it, and all that, but what equipment it is compatible with. And I try to make it clear that the software itself does not have to be compatible with anything. As long as you have devices, whether they're network temperature sensors, any kind of a network sensor of any sort, if you can communicate with it from the command line of any computer, it'll work with the Climate Czar software. However, I did mention that I do use TP-Link / CASA Wi-Fi controlled outlets. They're not necessary for people to buy. You can if you want. They're a simple device. If you need to turn things on and off remotely, you can't beat them. It's like $24 for a 3-pack. Can't really go wrong there. But there were a lot of people also asking about the Arduino code that I released on the GitHub page for the combo hub, and also for the pellet stove controller. Although that's not Arduino, that's a Raspberry Pi or Banana Pi. But we'll cover that product in another video later. This video is on the combo hub. This is the Arduino one. I probably misspoke. I believe I did in the last video and said Android, but it's Arduino. These are based on an ESP32, which is like an Arduino on steroids because they have a faster processor. It's dual core. They have built-in Wi-Fi, just all kinds of stuff. And that's it right there. The little chip with the silver cap on it. That's the ESP32. When I say combo hub, what do I mean by that? Well, it connects to your Wi-Fi, and it provides you with 8 inputs, which are analog inputs. They can be used for variable value sensors such as float switches or whatever, or just on-off switches. So it could be a door switch, gravity switch, whatever you want. So there's 8 inputs that can be used for either one. Variable value, which is a voltage from 0 to 3.3 volts, which this will provide for you, or an on-off, voltage on, voltage off. Aside from that, down here on the bottom, you can see those little black things. Those are solid-state relays. So it has 8 outputs, solid-state relays for controlling things. So if a person wanted to take this and mount it next to a breaker box where you also have solid-state relays on each individual circuit in there, these can be used to turn your high current solid-state relays on and off, or they can be used for switching low current DC loads on and off. Just all depends on how you want to use them. It's a switch. Each one is rated at not a whole lot of current, 2 amps at 250 volts, so you're not going to run heaters on them. I wouldn't recommend running exhaust fans, but that's why they make those Wi-Fi controlled outlets that I mentioned, or like I said, you can use these to control high current solid state relays. On this side over here, there is a power bus. So there's 6 grounds up here on top, 4 5-volt connections, and 4 3.3 volt connections. Aside from all that, it also has what they call a DHT22 temperature and humidity sensor right there. So it reads, if you're going to put it in a greenhouse, you can read your ambient air temperature. On top of all that you'll see that I colored some of these silver with a pen, those two on the end, and then the very ends of this IC socket or integrated circuit socket. Those are for what's called a one-wire network device, and the code in here supports these. These are DS18B20 digital temperature sensors. They're waterproof. You can use these in fish tanks, aqua or hydroponics reservoirs, whatever you want. But they're a digital temperature sensor. And these are unlimited because each one of these devices has a unique 64-bit address. You could pile these on until the cows come home. There is no limit to how many you can pile on here, other than the 5-volt power supply that comes with these if you buy these off of my website. Alright, sorry about that. That dog's done barking. If you don't want to build these, I sell them off of the website, pre-assembled. The power supply that comes with them is only a 5-volt 2-amp power supply. But I think even on that, you could run the entire combo hub plus 25 of these, if not more. I know I've tested it with 25 and it worked just fine without overheating the power supply. But that's the combo hub. If you go to 3dgtower.com, I have these featured on there, as well as pre-built Climate Czar servers. Inexpensive. Don't let the word server scare you. It doesn't have to be a big gargantuan refrigerator-sized device. No, the Climate Czar servers that I sell are tiny little things. Gosh, maybe 4 inches by 4 inches and 1.25 inches tall. Yeah, that's a server. All solid state. So you can buy those off of there as well. The pellet stove controller is not on there yet. I will get those on there eventually. I have some more experimentation to do with the pellet stove controller because I have friends asking if they can also be used to replace the controller board in a pellet grill. And yes, they can. There will be support for 8 to 10 temperature probes. So if you buy a Traeger grill, you might see 2 or 3 probes. I'm gonna have that one set up so you could have up to, well, I know 8. I'm hoping for 10. If I can find the right analog to digital converter for it, I'll have 10. If not, 8 is guaranteed. So that's all I have for this right now. Like I said, go to 3dgtower.com. The forums are no longer there. All of the support for this stuff is now handled through a group on MeWe.com. It's a free website. It's like a Facebook alternative without all the spying and throwing people in jail and all the other political garbage that goes along with Facebook. But there's links on the website to join that group. So that's all I have for this for now. Good, I didn't run this video too long. I'm under 10 minutes. So take it easy. I'll catch you around next time, and we'll be featuring the pellet stove controller, and hopefully I'll have the other stuff working to connect additional probes to it to use it in a pellet grill. So that's all. Take it easy. Bye.